ورتل القرآن ترتيلا.
You are welcome. If you want to learn the Quran recitation correctly and simply, you can follow me. The method we are going to follow is Qaidah Noraniah method, that is the most famous manner in teaching Quran recitation all over the world. This method is praised by the Sheikh Ayman Swede, the famous scientist of reading the Quran. The Qaidah Noraniah method book is available on the internet. These are the book cover and 2 pages of the first and second lessons. This learning book will take you from beginning to mastering in reciting Quran simply, smoothly, and perfectly. It includes the practical side of the Tajweed rules. In this video, inshallah, I am going to clarify the way that this method in learning follows in teaching. All you have to do is watching this video and paying attention to what it contains. Now let us begin. As we see, we have a word from the Quran. This word is selected from the lesson 6 that contains applied words on the vowel points Fatha, Dhamma, Kasra, and Tanween, Fathatain, Dhammatain, Kasratain. This word is pronounced in transliteration Abadan. This word contains 3 syllables: first, second, third. Now we have to follow the following 5 steps to reach the final correct pronunciation of this word we have. First, I pronounce the first syllable alone. Second, I pronounce the second syllable alone. Third, I pronounce both first and second syllable sequentially. Fourth, I pronounce the third syllable alone. Fifth, I pronounce the 3 syllables sequentially. Now, pay attention to the next that contain an explaining to all we have mentioned too. I pronounce the name of the first letter of this word that is called Hamza. For example, I say Hamza, Hamza. I pronounce the name of the vowel point above this letter. This vowel point we see is Fatha, that appears as a short diagonal line above the letter Hamza. For example, I say Fatha, Fatha. I pronounce the sound produced from the letter Hamza affected by its vowel point above, that is A. For example, I say A. I pronounce the name of the second letter in the word, that is Ba. For example, I say Ba. I pronounce the name of the second letter's vowel point, that is Fatha, as we see. For example, I say Fatha, Fatha. I pronounce the sound produced from the letter Ba that affected by its vowel point above, that is Ba. For example, I say Ba. I pronounce the 2 sounds of the 2 letters affected by their vowel points sequentially. These are A, B. For example, I say Aba. I pronounce the name of the third letter in the word, that is Dal. For example, I say Dal. I pronounce the name of the tanween above this letter. The tanween we see is Fathatain, that appears as a double fatha above the letter Dal. For example, I say فتحتين فتحتين. I pronounce the sound of the letter dal affected by its فتحتين, that is dan. For example, I say dan, dan. Finally, I pronounce all sounds produced from the letters affected by their vowel points sequentially. For example, I say a, b, den, abadan, a, b, den, abadan. The complete pronouncing of this word by the Qaidah Noraniah method from beginning to end sequentially is as the following: همزة فتحة أ ب فتحة ب أب دال فتحتين دن أبدا. Second example from the Quranic words. Here we have two Quranic words. They all have 4 syllables. First, second, third, fourth. Now pay attention to the next. Now we are going to follow the same way in studying of the word abadan previously. First, I pronounce the first syllable alone. Second, I pronounce the second syllable alone. Third, I pronounce both first and second syllable sequentially. Fourth, I pronounce the third syllable alone. Fifth, I pronounce the 3 syllables sequentially. Sixth, I pronounce the 4th syllable alone. Seventh, I pronounce the 4 syllables sequentially. Now pay attention to the next. ميم فتحة ما عين فتحة. This alif is called alif wasl. It is not pronounced through reading connectedly with its preceded word. That is because it comes between 2 words, the beginning of the second word and the end of the first word. If reading begins with a word contains alif wasl, this alif wasl should be pronounced as hamza. For example, regarding to this word we have, I say al-usri. Lam sukun. This symbol is called sukun. It is shaped like the head of the letter ha. Sukun in pronouncing means that I have to stop on the letter that has sukun. On the other side, sukun is the end of the phonetic syllable in pronunciation. That is one from the basics that this method in learning is based on. Al, ma'al, ayn, ضمة سين سكون عس مع العس راء كسرة ري مع العسر. The complete pronouncing of these 2 words by the Qaidah Noraniah method from beginning to end sequentially is as the following: ميم فتحة ما عين فتحة لام سكون عل مع عين ضمة سين سكون عس مع العس راء كسرة ري مع العسر. The third example from the Quranic words. This example contains 2 words have 5 syllables. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. We have to follow all the steps we have done with the previous 2 examples of the Quranic words abadan and ma'al usri. First, I pronounce the first syllable alone. Second, I pronounce the second syllable alone. Third, I pronounce both first and second syllable sequentially. Fourth, I pronounce the third syllable alone. Fifth, I pronounce the 3 syllables sequentially. Sixth, I pronounce the 4th syllable alone. Seventh, I pronounce the 4 syllables sequentially. Eighth, I pronounce the 5th syllable alone. Ninth, I pronounce the 5 syllables sequentially. Now, pay attention to the next. Mim, Fatha. These 2 alifs are not pronounced through reading connectedly without pausing. The first alif has no any of vowel points, Fatha, Kasra or Dhamma. Its position here says that it has no any effect in pronouncing through reading connectedly. This first alif is always considered that it has sukoon, but sukoon is invisible, not appear above the letter alif. Regarding to the second alif, it has been clarified before. Lam, sukoon, mal, qaf, fatha, alif, sukoon, qa, mal, qa, ra, kasra, ri, mal, qari, عين فتحة ع ما القارعة تاء ضمة تو ما القارعة.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد حق القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي إلى الأذقان فهم مقمحون وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون وسواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون إنما تنذر من اتبع الذكر وخشي الرحمن بالغيب فبشره بمغفرة وأجر كريم إنا نحن نحيي الموتى ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم وكل شيء أحصيناه في إمام